Why do some relationships fall apart while others last a lifetime? It's a question that's haunted us for centuries. We yearn for that deep connection, that feeling of being seen and understood. But love can be confusing, messy, and sometimes downright painful. The secret lies in understanding the 5 stages of a relationship, in recognizing that love is not a static destination, but a dynamic journey. Why love begins so magically and sometimes ends so painfully. It's about understanding the ebb and flow, the highs and lows that are woven into the fabric of any meaningful connection. By the end of this video, you'll have a new roadmap for navigating the complexities of love. You'll know which stage your relationship is in, why couples get stuck or break up, and how to break free and reach real, lasting love. Let's begin. The romance stage. This is where it all begins, where the world seems to shimmer with a new kind of light. The butterflies in your stomach take flight every time they're near. The late-night talks stretch into the wee hours of the morning, each word a precious gem to be treasured. You're in love, and it feels like pure magic. And you know what? It kind of is. This phase is also called the drug addiction phase, because your brain is literally flooded with feel-good chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin. These neurochemicals create a potent cocktail of euphoria, bonding, and that can't-get-enough feeling. It's nature's way of bringing 2 people together, of forging a connection that has the potential to deepen into something truly profound. But here's the twist. We don't fall in love with someone perfectly compatible, at least not in the way we often think. We fall in love with someone who triggers our deepest emotional growth. We fall in love with the person who holds up a mirror to our soul, reflecting back both the light and the shadow within us. Someone whose strengths fill in for our weaknesses, and vice versa. We are drawn to the puzzle pieces that seem to fit, even if those pieces are rough around the edges. It's in the spaces between our differences that we find the potential for true intimacy. But this requires vulnerability, a willingness to show up authentically and risk getting hurt. And that's where things can get tricky. Because in this initial stage of romance, we're not necessarily lying, but we may be editing. We might hide parts of ourselves, tucking away the messy bits, the insecurities, the fears. We're scared to show our real needs, afraid that our vulnerability might drive them away. So, here's tip number 1. Talk about deal breakers early. Remember all those feel-good chemicals we talked about? Yeah, they don't last forever. As the initial euphoria of the romance stage starts to fade, we enter the power struggle. Suddenly, the person who could do no wrong begins to, annoy you. Those quirks that were once endearing now feel like fingernails on a chalkboard. You notice their flaws, their habits, their past wounds, all the things you might have unconsciously overlooked in the throes of new love. And guess what? They see yours too. The things they once found charming might now be met with a raised eyebrow or a sigh. This is the stage where most relationships either end or settle into a comfortable but often disconnected coexistence. It's a make-or-break point, a crucible where love is tested and refined. It often rears its head around year 3 or 4, just when you thought you were home free. One partner may chase, craving the intensity and connection that characterize the romance stage. The other pulls away, feeling suffocated or overwhelmed by the demands of the relationship. I call them the hailstorm and the turtle. The hailstorm, intense and emotional, bombards the turtle with pleas for connection, while the turtle retreats into its shell, seeking solace and safety in withdrawal. And here's the thing, neither partner is wrong. They're simply reacting to their own unmet needs and unresolved emotional baggage. But this dynamic, if left unchecked, can create a vicious cycle of resentment and disconnection. So how do we navigate this treacherous terrain? How do we keep from drowning in the storm or suffocating in the shell? It starts with awareness, with recognizing that conflict is not the enemy of love, but rather an invitation to grow. Tip number 2 is all about learning to fight with respect. Because let's face it, you will disagree. You are 2 separate individuals with your own unique perspectives and experiences. But instead of trying to change each other, try listening. Truly listening, with an open heart and a willingness to understand the other's point of view. Use I feel statements, not accusations. Instead of saying, you never talk to me, try, I feel lonely when you shut down. Chapter 3, Stability. Welcome to the stage where real love begins. That's right, I said begins, because it's only after we've navigated the choppy waters of the power struggle that we can truly appreciate the calm, deep harbor of stability. You've stopped trying to fix each other. You've come to realize that your partner isn't a problem to be solved, but a complex, beautiful human being to be loved and cherished, flaws and all. There's mutual respect, a deep sense of emotional safety, a knowing that you can be vulnerable without fear of judgment or rejection. You've found a rhythm that allows for both shared space and individuality. You are two whole, complete individuals choosing to walk hand in hand, not out of need, but out of love. But, and this is a big but, stability can feel, well, boring. After the emotional roller coaster of stage 2, after the highs of the romance stage and the lows of the power struggle, peace might feel a little, dare I say, mundane. We live in a culture that celebrates drama, that thrives on the highs and lows of romantic love. So when we finally reach a place of stability, a place where the waters are calm and the sailing is smooth, we might start to wonder if something's missing. We might even mistake peace for boredom, mistaking comfort for complacency. So, here's tip number 3. Keep growing together. Chapter 4. Commitment. Commitment. It's a word that gets thrown around a lot, often in the context of marriage. But commitment is so much bigger than a piece of paper or a ceremony. It's a state of being, a choice made over and over again to show up for love, even when it's hard, even when it's inconvenient, even when the butterflies have flown and you're left with the quiet comfort of familiarity. Commitment doesn't mean marriage, at least not in the traditional sense. It means, I know your flaws, I see your scars, and I choose you anyway. You see, in the previous stages, there's often an element of need intertwined with love. We need our partner to fulfill certain needs, to make us feel whole, to complete us. But in the commitment stage, something shifts. You no longer need your partner in the same way. You want them, you choose them, daily. You wake up every morning and decide to love this person, to nurture the connection, to prioritize the relationship. This stage is full of freedom, a quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are both fully committed to the journey, no matter what twists and turns it may take. There's a sense of balance, of shared responsibilities and mutual support. And there's joy, a deep abiding joy that permeates the everyday moments. But a word of warning, it's easy to become lazy here. To think the work is over, that you've reached the finish line and can now coast on autopilot. But love, like any living thing, needs to be nurtured. It needs attention, care, and consistent effort to thrive. Tip number 4 is a simple but powerful reminder to make time for your relationship. Don't let your love go on autopilot. In the busyness of life, it's easy to get caught up in work, kids, obligations, and let the spark fade. So schedule date nights, even if it's just 15 minutes in the morning, with a cup of coffee before the kids wake up. Check in with each other. Really talk, not just about logistics, but about your hopes, your fears, your dreams. Chapter 5. Bliss, Co-Creation. This is the rarest stage and the most beautiful. It's the stage that most people don't even know exists, let alone strive for. It's the stage that whispers of true purpose, of a love that transcends the individual and spills out into the world. Now your relationship moves beyond the two of you. You co-create something bigger, a business, a cause, a creative project, a family, a legacy. It's about taking all the love, the lessons, the growth you've cultivated within the container of your relationship and using it as fuel to make a difference in the world. You understand that love isn't infatuation. It's not the fleeting butterflies of the romance stage, nor is it the possessive grip of needing someone to complete you. Love isn't control. It's not about changing your partner or molding them into your ideal. And love isn't even just peace. It's not the absence of conflict, but rather the ability to navigate it with grace, compassion, and a shared commitment to understanding. Love, in its purest form, is a choice, a practice, a gift to the world. It's about showing up every single day and choosing to see the best in each other, to support each other's dreams, to hold space for both the light and the shadow. But even in this stage of bliss, of shared purpose and co-creation, there's a potential pitfall. Chapter 6. Real love is a journey. So let's recap. 1. Romance, where love feels perfect. 2. Power struggle, where love gets real. 3. Stability, where love matures. 4. Commitment, where love is chosen. 5. Co-creation, where love gives back. Each stage has a lesson, and you can't skip any of them. Follow Love and Let Go for more relationship advice.